Yes. 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 Hey everybody. How you doing? Are you jacked? Are you like a car that needs fixing? You jacked up? Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Hey, you're here. So you should click like. Hey, you're here. You should click subscribe. Steve, don't push it. I'm not clicking subscribe. Fine, click like. Tell all your friends. We got game 5 tonight. The series is deadlocked 2-2. The Florida Panthers taking on the New York Rangers in New York at Madison Square Garden. Yet, da 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 whoop, da 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 woo. Lots of lineup changes in this one. Hedl to the first line for the Rangers. They're just showing it. Kako looked like he was going to be a healthy scratch. He's in there. I don't see Wheeler in there, so the fourth line is going to be Cooley, Goodrow, Rempe. Spicy. I did not like Rempe's game at all in Game 4. I wasn't crazy about it in Game 3. But he was a big factor in Game 2, and they're showing a compilation of him the last time he was in Madison Square Garden. I think it matters. And I tell you what, if he's not good tonight, you don't play him the rest of the series. Cassie is sassy. She's the first one. The first one in the super chats. I'm just here for the vibes. Shout out Cassie. The Cassie clan, if you will. If this is your first stream, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. Who saw the quote from Kevin Bieksa? He talked about how he calls the Edmonton media meat because they're raw, dead, and dumb. I have never heard that tweet. I've never heard that chirp in my life. Whoa! Zachary, let's go. Getting the party started. Gifting an SDP membership. This is the part where I tell you about those. So, you might look at the chat. I'm going to look at the chat right now. Whoa, look at the chat. Some of you have a name that's in green. You guys are SDP VIPs. For those of you who don't have green, you stink. No, I'm kidding. SDP VIPs. Your name is in green, so I know you're a VIP when I read the chat. You get special access to emojis and faces, whatever, in the chat. I'm old. The other thing you get is the SDP VIP episode. So every week we do 3 episodes of the Steve Dangle podcast, but I want more. You can have more if you want. Because we have SDP VIP, the VIP episode. We have a 4th episode that we do every week. And if you're an SDP VIP, you get access to it. And I believe you get access to the whole backlog. Or catalog, whatever it is. So if you become an SDP VIP now, you can go back. And it's based on news items, but not necessarily hockey news items. A lot of it is evergreen-ish. So you should be able to listen and enjoy. And then you can also become an SDP VIP ad-free, upgrade your membership to the 2nd tier. You get all 4 episodes of the Steve Dangle podcast, including the VIP episode, ad-free every week. Drew said, let them know what you talked about in the VIP this week. And I'm like, that's a great idea, Drew. Here's the problem. We recorded it Monday and I don't remember. Have you heard it? Oh, great. So I'm going to have to remember. Drew's going to look. I forget. It was 4 days ago. Dude. Yeah, baby brain, 100%. Just etch a sketch every day. Exotic salad, 701. Everything you guys do is fantastic. Much love. Shoot. Shucks and gosh darn. Thank you. Oh, that's right. Adam's car got broken into. What's that? Oh, that was last week? What the hell did we talk about? Oh, it hasn't been posted yet. I feel like it's gonna get posted at midnight tonight. Yeah, it's gonna get posted at midnight tonight, but we recorded it Monday. Well, you'll just have to be surprised. Yeah. Last week, Adam's car got broken into. Trash Productions, happy post Oilers win day. You know, watching your team win is great. The day after your team wins, oh, it's great. It might even be better. It's so good. Uh, Mr. Cookie. My guilt pleasure is to rewatch LFR 14. The episode is titled Words. LFR 14. Well, LFR 10. LFR 14. Which one is that? Is that the crazy loss to the Penguins where I lost my mind? Is that from the COVID season? I'm trying to remember which one 14 is. It's one of them. Ty Smith from the live show. You were asked who the last American player was to retire for a Canadian team, or who the last player to retire on a Canadian team was. Ryan Callahan, Ottawa Senators, December 30th, 2020. What? Did he ever play for them? Oh, I don't remember that at all. Girthy Bettman. If you show your grippers, I'll give the Leafs a free pass to the Eastern Conference Final next year. Not good enough. They got to win the cup. Scott Steiner. Would you rather go home to be a genetic freak, to be satisfied every night, or to Samoa Joe? Thank you. Cassie, it's 8 p.m. and my neighbors started cutting their grass. Jail! Producer Drew goes, it's fine. Sun's out. You're allowed. Drew, you're a dad. Oh, yeah, white noise machine. What if I don't have one? What if I'm old school? No, that's 100% why you get a white noise machine. So that you don't want to kill that neighbor. Austinomino. Hi, Steve. Love the LFR. And I love the stream. Thank you. I wanted to thank you, and I had a burp stuck. From my text messages, Justin Fisher. I'm a big loser. Oh, wait, he said something else. Steven, do you want to play a game? Choose one player from each team. If either player scores tonight, I will drop 10 gift subs in the chat. Love you, Pookie. I love you too, Pookie. Artemi Panarin for the yet that is. Is Matthew Tkachuk? Oh yeah, Matthew Tkachuk got the first goal of the series for the Panthers. I don't know if he scored since. How's the mic? Blah, blah, blah. Who? A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S. All right. We fixed it, I think. My, is my lighting messed up? No, I think I fixed it. Yeah, fixed. We're fine. Okay. We're only an anthem, so it's okay. Feet grippers. Justin Fisher asked me who the goal scorers are going to be. I said, I don't know if you heard it, Artemi Panarin and Matthew Tkachuk. Those are my guesses. Hawks 23. We're going to order a new microphone tomorrow. Steve, hi. Just wondering if there's still plans about a Red Dead stream. Yes. Cassie, not allowed, Drew. I can barely hear Steve. We fixed it, I think. The LFR, Mr. Cookie, the LFR episode that I was referring to is the episode when the Leafs get eliminated in round 1 by my boys, the Montreal Canadiens. I called that words? Oh, yeah, I did. Yo, that video has like 750,000 views, and it snuck up there. Like, I didn't check on it for a while, and I looked, and I went, whoa! There's a few videos where, like, especially throughout the summer, they'll be one of my top ones because I'm not releasing as much new content. David Ayers is obviously always up there, and that Habs video is very often up there. Vinny Trocheck, he's got the smelling salts. First goal picks. Drew wasn't listening. Artemi Panarin. Well, no, technically Justin asked for any time. So first, I'm going to say Carter Verhaeghe and Mika Zibanejad. Whoa, Kreider. And who is that? Ekblad? Who's going who? What happened there? We're 6 seconds in. How did this start? Are they going to the box? They're just going to let it go? The playoffs are funny. You can just do whatever you want. You can just do. So I'm confused. Are they redoing the opening faceoff? Because they're going to have to reset the clock. Oh my God, drop the puck. There they go. They finally drop it. I have no idea if we're 6 seconds in or none. And the Panthers ice it. How far into the game are we, dude? All right, 11 seconds apparently. Oh, Kreider took a decent hit at Reinhart. That's funny. Daniel, last night at Boston Pizza was my first time seeing the podcast live, and it was so awesome. You guys are awesome. No, you're awesome. Face off in the Panthers zone. Mika Zibanejad wins it back. Braden Schneider on the one-timer. Can't get it through. Blocked. Rangers get it deep anyway. Zibanejad hooked a little. Oh, and we already got a 2-on-1. Here come the Panthers. Zibanejad trying to back check. Great play by Braden Schneider to break that up. That's a pretty good job there. Kreider. Could have handled that better. Could have done it worse. Panthers get a couple new bodies over the boards. Shesterkin out of his net to play it. Whoa! Long pass up the ice. At least it's not icing. Panthers on. I think that might have hit the side of the net. Pass around the boards to Rodriguez. Whoop! Shoveled on. Doesn't get through. And I think Kreider thought about going for the break there. He's a little late in his shift. Gustafsson. Oh, Lafreniere! Puck just out of reach. He's been incredible. Real breakout. Trouba out there on the ice being pressured by the Panthers. Here come the Rangers. Panarin, what a move! Can't quite get around Tarasenko. Bit of nervous energy here in MSG. Not loud enough. Panthers rim it around. Here they come again. Lindgren, shot from Lafreniere, stopped by the blocker of Bobrovsky. Wee, wee, wee. Can someone please tell me what that song is? by the way. I was going to ask my friends, but then I was like, no, I can just bug the chat. Wee, wee, wee. Who is that? Puck behind the Panthers net. Rangers definitely don't hold the line. That's offside. That's got to be a whistle. Well, anyway, Panthers got to change. And Shesterkin has to glove it, so it'll be a face-off in the Rangers' end, which I think the Panthers will they'll take. Cassie, genuine question. When I pulled one over on you last stream, did Drew have to remind you I had gifted 50 earlier in the stream? Your realization killed me. Yes, he did. You're talking about a man who regularly is asked, like, hey, can you get something from upstairs? And I go, okay. And I go upstairs and I do 2 or 3 things and I come back downstairs and I don't have the thing that I was sent to go get because I have a 3-month-old and I'm half brain dead. On Sunday, she'll be April, May. Like, do you see? Yeah. On June 3rd, whenever that is, this week, this Sunday, she'll be 3 months old. Is it Sunday? I don't even freaking know. I have like brain damage. Monday. I believe you. Rempe is out there. He goes for a hit and he misses. But it's MSG, so they love it. Both teams tinkering with their fourth line. Shot from Stenlund, speaking of the fourth line. Oh my God. John Acosta, the anthem singer for the Panthers, hoping we win tonight, we as in the Panthers, and have a chance to clinch Game 6. I'll be there to give another let's go. I love that. Also appreciate the love from everyone. Shout out John Acosta for giving a little shout out to the chat. And here's a 2-on-1 for his Panthers. For Hagee, cut off there by Keandre Miller. Good play. Oh, Zibanejad rocked by Verhaeghe? Verhaeghe. Pass into the slot shot from Reinhart. And it goes out of play. James Scarecebrook, as a wrestling fan, Steve, I can't believe when talking about Trouba's hit, you didn't reference Lex Luger's bionic forearm due to the metal plate. I feel like Macho Man Randy Savage is the number one elbow affiliated wrestler, but I guess you're referring to forearm. You know what? I could have also done Dusty Rhodes. That wasn't very good, but you know what I mean. Steve, don't you mean Cody? No. Trocheck, D-zone draw for the Rangers, taking on Evan Rodriguez. Rangers win it back. Panarin, pressured. Good pressure from the Panthers. Someone's lost their stick. It's Mikkola. He picks it up. Rangers trying to take advantage of the situation. Off of Bobrovsky. Schneider puts it deep. And a 50-piece from Cassie. Gifting 50 SDPM memberships. Cassie Clan. You are friggin' ridiculous. You're a ridiculous human being, and I appreciate it. Braden Schneider. Oh, Panarin! Almost made me look really smart. He might get another whack at it. Oh, the Rangers get another whack at it. Trocheck. Covered up by Bobrovsky. Ooh! I think that was I want to say it was Trocheck. Cross-check Nico Mikkola, like right in the ribs. Who was that? Maybe we'll see a replay. Oh, that looked really uncomfortable. Adam, this is probably a dumb question, but do you ever fantasize about an LFR of a Leafs Cup win? More than I'm willing to admit. Cassie, what do you even say? You've gifted so many memberships. So many people are SDP VIPs because of you. They have access to so much more of our stuff now. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you. Genuinely. Grazie. Merci. Taksamukit. Sheshe. Like I can't. I'm arigato, obrigado. I'm trying to think of all the other ways to say thank you. Wenberg. Oh, neat little zone entry. Panthers handle that well though. Oh, Roslovic, there's something wrong. And the Panthers, I think, are taking a penalty. What happened there? Roslovic's either hurt or lost the blade on his skate. I think he lost the blade. Lutzarinen is going to the box for the first penalty of this game. Not even 5 minutes in. Slashing penalty on Lutzarinen. Drew said, look how Italian that guy next to the box was. I can't wait to see this. Also, yeah, that was a pretty clear slash there from Lutzarinen. He broke Wenberg's stick. Did you see Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Edge or Rated R, so Superstar, broke his leg in AEW? I did. It was actually scary. Oh! Fox! Rangers set up already. Looking good. Oh, shot! Oh, no rebound. And there's another stick broken out there. Oh, boy! Panthers have a 3-on-2, shorthanded. Reinhart picked off. That's a good defensive play there from Fox. Rangers gain the zone with speed. Trocheck setting up. Calming it down. Panarin. Fox. Oh, Fox down low to Trocheck. It's a nifty pass. Not into like a particularly dangerous situation, though. Mika Zibanejad. Oh. Great movement from the Rangers. Fox. Wasting a lot of time there, boys. Got to shoot this thing. Can't get it through. Panarin. At some point, you got to shoot this thing. Like, what was that pass to Kreider? You're over halfway through this power play. Have they taken a shot attempt? Panarin. Wide. Kreider. Oh, I thought he would have banked that in. Panarin. That one does almost get through. Blocked. 40 seconds to go in this Rangers power play. Shesterkin out to play it. Louis Philippe Lortie, can you describe a whole play in French? No. Unless one of the players is asking to go to the bathroom, no. I can do the numbers, Drew. Come on. I couldn't, I'm trying to think of what 91 is. Because in French, 91 is like 4:20:11 or something like that. It's a lot of math. 4 seconds ago in this power play, it's been kind of butt. Getting back to Edge breaking his leg. So what apparently happened, he was on top of a cage. He was going for a splash, realized he undershot it, and pulled an audible mid-air to go into an elbow drop, but he, from a significant height, landed on his feet, and he ended up breaking his tibia. He is so lucky that's all he broke. He broke one tibia on one leg. It looked like he should have shattered both legs. Bones heal. They take a while to heal. I don't want to break my tibia. No thanks. Panthers kill that power play with relative ease. I mean, the Rangers moved it around great. But, you got to do stuff. Turnover! Shot high and wide. Panthers moving it around now. Bennett, one-timer goes wide. Rangers still chasing after this thing. Kachuk in front for Bennett. It's into the corner now. Oui, la piscine. Montour stopped by Shesterkin. Another save by Shesterkin. Oh, boy. Rangers running around. Can't get out. This Bennett, Kachuk, and whoever else, I think usually Rodriguez line, has just caused nightmares for the Rangers all series so far. All 4 games. And now 5. Schneider. Man, they can't. Oh, there you go. Lafreniere. Trocheck. Nifty. Around. Nifty. Again, they have the puck. You got to do something with it. Panarin on! Actually makes Bobrovsky move. That was good. Behind the net for Lafreniere. Panthers handle it. And here they come. Forsling. Real breakout party for him. Well, I mean, they made the Cup final last year, but feels like he's been even better. Rangers trapped behind their own net. Airmail. And it works. Zibanejad. Oh, shot. Rebound. Bobrovsky can't cover it. But the Panthers turn defense into offense. Reinhart into the corner. Behind the net. They pressure Trouba and hammer him. Puck goes down the ice. This will be icing against the New York Rangers. 11:19 to go in the first period. It'll be a Panthers power play. No, it won't. It'll be a Panthers offensive zone draw. Senzor, Steve, if you make your goal to ref a beer league game, please make Adam's goal to be a linesman. Oh, 100%. 100%. Trouba, bounce pass. I mean, the Rangers plan to get the puck out of their zone and turn it into offense. Sure appears to be hope and pray. And it just feels like that's not really a strategy. 11:06 to go in the first period. We got our first TV timeout. Hi! Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. I need one person to click like right now. We got 2. Sitting at 201 likes. But there's 1,000 people in here. It's not enough. Oh, and you guys are delayed. I forgot. So you know what? We need to hit 500 likes. Like now. That's what we need. I'm stifling yawns, dude. I had an espresso an hour ago, and it did nothing. I need a goal. Hot damn. We got a lot of content. Tomorrow, well, midnight, shortly after this game, actually, or during, if it goes to double OT, we'll have an STP VIP episode that we recorded on Monday containing mystery content that I forget. I remember having fun. And then we got a brand new Steve Dangle podcast tomorrow, like a regular one. Matthew Tkachuk going at Philip Hedl. That feels like a waste of Tkachuk's energy. Hedl's a great player, but like he is not at 100%. Didn't he miss the vast majority of this season? Hey, Senzor became an STP VIP all by himself. Panthers with it behind their net. Yeah, Hedl played 10 games this regular season. Logjam behind the Rangers net. $10:30 to go in the first period. Rangers take advantage of a bounce here. Gustafsson, he tried to get too fancy. It would have been cool, but like it's a low percentage play. The Rangers are just grossly overpassing. Oh, Gustafsson holds the line. This will be interesting if they score, and they don't. Sergei Bobrovsky gloves it for a face-off with 10:10 to go in the first period. Satisfying. Shout out to Minnesota, by the way. The inaugural PWHL champions. Got to see that last night at Boston Pizza. It was going on during the simultaneously with the Edmonton-Dallas game. It's funny, they already thought they won it once. And then the goal was disallowed. Boston won. They ended up getting it anyway. Panthers with a bit of a chance here. Oh, Hedel comes up with the puck. Tries to go up the other way, and this is what happens. The Panthers do their thing in the offensive zone. The Rangers try to turn it back up the ice, but the Panthers just swarm them in the neutral zone. Forget the defensive zone. Like, the Rangers don't even have the opportunity to do anything. What they're doing is working. Miller up the ice. Bobrovsky stops it. I'm going to say this. I think I've only seen Matt Rempe once. Lafreniere. Oh, Panarin. He's got a little bit of room. Backhander stopped by the shoulder of Bobrovsky. Ekman-Larsson pressured him good there. Lindgren walking the line. It's behind the net. Lindell flubs it. Rangers keep it alive in the O-zone. Again, swarmed. Oh, they hold the line again, though. Panthers finally get out. Question from Omar. How does the Tanev injury change the series? Listen. It's already going to be really, really, really hard to shut down the Oilers. Anything that makes it harder to do that is going to really hurt your chance of winning. By the way, that was Rempe, and then there was a whistle, and now we're getting a TV timeout. I jinxed it. Shoot. How's the chat doing, everybody? Harrison Isaacs. What teams that made the playoffs this year do you think will miss next year? That's a fascinating question. It feels like the free space is Washington, but they have a bunch of old pieces of that team. Notably, I mean, Alexander Ovechkin, obviously. But they're like deceptively young. Like they have some really young pieces. Protas, Miroshnichenko, Connor McMichael, Rasmus Sandin. It's pretty young. What was he? 2018 pick. I feel like the Capitals are much better set up for the future than their rivals, the Pittsburgh Penguins, who just have no picks or prospects or nothing. They have the prospects that they got for Jake Gensel. That's basically what they got. Like, can we really bank on the Islanders being much better? We'll see, like, what the Patrick Waugh effect is there. Mid-season coach bump. LA Kings in the chat. Tampa is done in the chat. So here's the thing. A lot of people agree with that sentiment that Tampa's done, which means they're going to make significant changes. If you ask me to bet, Stamkos ain't coming back. What does that mean? I don't know. Speedy V, there he is. Gravy from Costco is better than Gripper Nation. Whoa! Insulting. Barclay Goodrow taking a draw against Kevin Stenlund, and they're arguing over the... Okay. Cooley out there to take the face off now. Just drop the puck, dude. Everyone came to watch 59 in black and white. Shut up. Rempe helping to win the face off. Rangers ring it in. Goodrow digging. 2-on-1. Rempe in there to help. Panthers come up with it. Here they come. Here they come. Okposo, who I keep forgetting is a Panther. Every time I see him, I'm like, whoa, jump scare. Barclay Goodrow. It's just chipped out. Quick fourth line shift. They'll get off the ice. Shot 7-3 for the Rangers through the first, with 7:45 left to go in the first period. Oh my God. John Acosta, would you rather step on a toad or a rat barefoot? Where? Ew. Oh! And the Panthers. Oh my goodness, Sam Bennett. Did he hit the post? Unbelievable. How isn't that a goal? Rangers come the other way. Kakko. Into the corner. Whoa, big hit. Kakko digging away. Rangers might have something here. Oh, behind the net. Wenberg. It's behind the net again. Kakko. Why? I was in the middle of saying I really liked in game 4, and then he gave it away. Keandre Miller doing his best to hold the blue line. Can't do it. Roslovic gets the puck back. Everyone involved decides to get a line change. My answer is toad, by the way. Less crunchy. Log jam in the neutral zone. Both teams stealing it from each other. Hedl brings it back into his own end for Lindgren, who's double teamed. And the Panthers generating a little bit of offense here. A lot of this game has been played along the board so far, but not there. Forsling just wide and into the corner. Verhaeghe driving the net. Turns back. Looking for help. Friends, help. Verhaeghe's blocked. Kreider. When Kreider tried to throw Matthew Tkachuk's mouth guard into the stands, Tkachuk told him that was the best play he made all game. Dry. Forsling. Hey, thank you, Matthew. Braden Schneider. Panarin. Oh, I thought he advanced the puck. He didn't. But here comes Keandre Miller with a head of speed. He's gone end-to-end before. Passes it off to Trocheck. Miller driving the net. Panarin can't get it through. And there's a roughing penalty coming. Who's it against? Against Miller? I didn't see that at all. I got to see this replay. Oh, Bennett. So close. Oh. Yeah, he bopped Tarasenko pretty good. He didn't bop him as hard as Bennett bopped Marchand, I'll tell you that. So we'll get a Florida power play after this TV timeout. Sam Reinhart, the other Sam, has been lethal for the Florida Panthers on the power play this series. Rye Guy, the fire guy. See, am I reading that wrong? Is it Rye Guy, the fire guy? Rye Guy, the fire Guy. Anyway, Ryan. Steve, thoughts on the Kraken's new head coach? I said this last stream. The Kraken are like a very meticulous front office, very process driven. They've been getting to know Dan Bylsma for a few years now. He's been with their AHL affiliate, so they weren't deterred by the fact that he hasn't been a head coach since 2017. And when he was a head coach, it was with the Buffalo Sabres. Fascinated to see how that goes, because that team is still very boring. Like, the roster is just very... There's not a bunch of players I look at on the Kraken and I go, oh, yeah, that guy's no good. Yeah, no, I don't want him on my team. They're all fine. You don't get much done with fine. You need some stops, too. Helps when you get saves. Omar, I know it's early, but... you spelled butt like a bum. I know it's early, but what is your expectation for the Leafs next season? That is impossible to answer without... That's going to be impossible to answer until at least July 2nd. Which you could say any year. I know that. But like, dude, Marner might be traded. Tavares might be traded. I doubt it, but he might be. Riley might be traded. I doubt it, but he might be. There's going to be a lot of changes, man. Face off in the Rangers zone. They got a penalty to kill. Montour. As the puck loses it, Panthers got to clear the zone. P24 Rye. Steve, thoughts on the Leafs Cup drought since 1967? Don't care for it. Panthers battling behind the Rangers net. Matthew Tkachuk. Ooh, decoy. Now he has the puck. Not enough pressure at the blue line here from the Rangers. Stop by Shesterkin, and the rebound was just cleared. Ryan Lindgren is taking such abuse in this series. They clear it. 1:15 to go in this Panthers power play. Matthew Tkachuk taking it up the ice with the world's most useless mouth guard. Reinhart. Bennett. Tkachuk thought about shooting it, didn't. Looks like he's going to... Nope, didn't give it to Bennett. Now he does. The Panthers... Rangers clear it again. Flynn says, will the Sabres make the playoffs next year? Depends a lot on their goaltending. Devin Levi is like one of the biggest wild cards in the league. Shesterkin, risky play, but he clears it himself. 35 seconds to go in this Panthers power play. Ekman Larson. Rodriguez. Tarasenko. Behind the net. Lundell. Deceptive amount of time left here. Oh, what a play! Passed by the feet of Ekman Larson to Rodriguez, who now gives it to Bennett. Ekman Larson. Bennett on! Stop by Shesterkin into the corner. 5 seconds to go in the Panthers power play. The Rangers throw it into the neutral zone at very least. That kills the rest of it. Can they get their penalty killers off the ice before the Panthers enter their zone again? Rodriguez in deep. Fox. Whoa! Gustafsson. Oh! All alone is Kevin Stenlund. He gets it through Shesterkin, who has to go into a snow angel and covers it up with 3:05 to go in the first period. That's got to be the best scoring chance so far in this game. Well, maybe Bennett. Both of them go to the Panthers. And Igor chant goes throughout MSG. P24I says, I tried to do my best Mark Spector impression. That guy asks very silly questions. And sends very snooty emails. Face off in the Rangers zone. Forsling. On! Doesn't get through. Lutzarinen. Wide. Goodrow can't catch up to it. Forsling gets it deep. Panarin. Oh, big giveaway. Okposo. Trying to catch up to it. Oh, another turnover. This is the Panthers' fourth line. Just running the Rangers show right now. Barclay Goodrow. Bang. Shot. Around. Rangers just yeet it out. Oh, and this is a breakaway. Trocheck. How did that even happen? Rebound. Oh, how did the Rangers come out on the other side here? Keandre Miller. They're set up and everything. On. Bobrovsky covers it up. And that's got to be the Rangers' best chance so far. Holy. Drew goes, yeah, it sounded like I was stepping on hot coals. Like, hey. Sorry, my brain is operating very slowly. And this game's been insane. Steve, hope to see you and Adam and Jesse next stream with the crab people. Didn't see who gifted me a membership last Sunday, but wanted to say thank you. Vito, I didn't see who it was either, but it was probably Cassie. Speaking of Cassie, she says, are you a baseball fan? Yes, I like baseball. Oil beat the Kings in 7. Wait, okay. Oh, another face-off. Perfect. Matthew, Oil beat Kings in 7, 6, then 5. Sweep them to miss playoffs. Oh, I see what you're saying. So basically, the Kings keep playing the Oilers, and the Kings keep getting further away from the Oilers. I mean, that should give them pause, right? And JM Beast, what goalie do you want the Leafs to get this summer? I'd really like them to get a starter. I just don't know if there's one out there. Like Cam Talbot is maybe the closest thing there is to one. There's always one out there. Just ask Joe Sakic. Yeah, but even Georgiev, they had to trade for, didn't they? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. So, like, in terms of signing a goalie, I just don't think the Leafs are going to be able to do that. You're going to have to make a trade and take a chance on a guy. Like, Georgiev wasn't a starter in New York, right? You got to trade. Oh, wow. Keandre Miller with a lot of speed. Driving the net again. Didn't take a penalty this time. Oh! And the Panthers escaping with speed. A lot of speed in the series. Bennett. Oh, Kachuk, lots of space. Stop by the blocker of Shesterkin. High stick. Not quite over the glass. This Kachuk line, man. Nightmarish. Trouba with it. Behind the net, exactly a minute to go in the first period. Lundell. Oh, leaves it for a ghost. Rangers. Oh, can't quite take advantage of it. Almost gave up a big odd man rush there. Almost did it again. Panthers keep giving it right back to them. Lundell on the right side of the ice fires it into the slot. Oh, out of the reach of Trouba. Roslovic. Rangers very casual in their own end. What's going on there? Jeez. Period's not over, boys. 25 seconds to go in the first. Airmailed. Hits the back of Jack Roslovic. Lundell again. Shot high. 15 seconds to go. Montour gets a deep. Panthers going for a very unnecessary change. There's 10 seconds left, guys. Lafreniere choosing to rag the puck. And that'll do it for the first period. Shots 12-8 for the Rangers. I'm not convinced that tells the story at all. But the score, 0-0 after one. Shesterkin once again, regardless of what the shots are, having to make the more difficult saves. Theo Harris. Do you think Panarin is getting too old? He was 24 in 2015. It's 9 years later. Is Panarin 33? Nah. He's 32? No. I mean, okay. No. It's worth asking. It's worth asking. Getting too old? I mean, he had an incredible season. He had a ridiculous season. Drew with a great point. He wins the Art Ross in a normal year. And what, he finished third, fourth? No, the Rangers. No, I'm just looking at it now. The Rangers are in a good position with Artemi Panarin. So his cap hit is 11.6. Blah 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 blah. But he has a full no move. That's the bad part, I guess. Signing bonus $9 million to be paid this July 1st. $7 million the next year. So he has a salary of just $1 million each of the next 2 seasons. And that's all they have him for, is 2 more seasons. So his contract's going to expire probably right around the time you would like it to expire. They're in a fine position with him. Sedin Magic. Maybe Treliving could swing a Saros trade. Yeah, but you're not going to like what they have to give up. I don't understand that trade from a Nashville perspective. I know they have Yaroslav Askarov, but like, he at the NHL level, he is still very much Magic Beans. Like, he has not played enough. And you're gonna what? Hand him the reins Like along with Kevin Lankinen? Like, is your plan to sign another guy? Yeah, Lankinen's good, but it's very risky. But it also, I mean, this is a team that had Pecorine, like arguably the best player or one of the best players in franchise history. And they're like, all right, your replacement is a short guy. And then he was good. Yeah. Well, and Drew goes, when's the last time that Nashville had a superstar? I would argue, like, well, superstar up front. I think Forsberg is like the most underrated guy in the friggin' league. Like, or he's one of them. Not a superstar though. Forsberg and Marner would be very interesting. Omar, where does Leon Draisaitl rank for you as a playoff performer in the league? The best one? Uh Top 3. Like what's the conversation? Like as a playoff performer, he's even better than McDavid. Like he's ridiculous. Nathan McKinnon has to be in that conversation. And who is yours? Yeah, do the points matter if he doesn't win the cup? I think Draisaitl would tell you no, it doesn't. Yeah, you know what? He's top 2. He's top 2. Cassie, you don't need to know. Have you seen the Pirates' 2 rookie pitchers, Skeens and Jones? Skeens consistently over 100 miles per hour and invented a pitch called the Splinker, apparently. That I haven't seen. I'll admit I like baseball, but I'm not quite up to date with the Pittsburgh Pitts. Am I going to be okay? Pittsburgh Pirates. Justin Fisher says, I saw this comment and I loved it so much I had to bring it to your attention. Corey Kennedy, the towns of Red Dead Redemption each get an NHL franchise. Name them. Oh my God. All right. So there's Strawberry. Shut up. Drew called me a nerd. Strawberry. Okay. Strawberry's hard. Okay. You got to remember, this is 1899. So some of the names are going to be boring. Like, I feel like they would call. Okay. Saint Denis would either be the Saint Denis Metropolitans, which is boring, or the Saint Denis Gators. I think it's got to be Gators. Or Hellcat, which is funny. The Rhodes Outlaws. Or no, the Rhodes Moonshiners. There you go. The Valentine Arrows. Eh. Eh. Uh Coulter Wolves. The Wapiti Eagles. Oh, the Locomotives? Who would be the Locomotives? Maybe the Strawberry Locomotives? The Strawberry Cornwalls? Strawberry Locos. What seeds? What towns am I missing? Emerald Ranch. The Emerald Ranchers. And then we get into the old, like the Red Dead Redemption 1 cities, and I'm not as good. Tumbleweed Rattlesnakes. What do we got? Oh, Braithwaite Manor. The racists. The oh, Blackwater. Blackwater Mariners? Yeah, Blackwater Mariners. You like that? Fort Wallace, the Fort Wallace Rangers. Cadets. No, Rangers. That Drew with a great point. I didn't name a single team the Cowboys. That's crazy. Oh, Annisburg. Yeah, Annisburg Miners. That's a good one. Good thing there's no Nashville team. Someone brought that up for Utah and how one of the names that was brought up was like, what about the Miners? And they're like, you can't do that. Good exercise. Good brain tickler. I do want a break. We'll take a break. Let me just catch up on the super chats here real quick. Sports Talk Chud. Who would you rather have, Hyman or Marner? Zero joking. Listen to how I don't stutter. Hyman. No, I will not explain it. Cassie, have you seen the Pirates 2 rookie? Nope, you already asked that. I lost my spot. Death Eater gifted a SDPN membership. Let's go. Cassie said Skeens has 30 Ks, 30 strikeouts in 4 starts. He's also dating Livy Dunn. That's the guy. Okay, yeah, I know that guy. Everything I know about Livy Dunn, I've learned against my will. And EV, what's not 12 inches but smells like a foot? Get your grippers on Blue Chew. Smash it, snort it, put it in a stew. Detroit, flawless victory. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You know what? What a note to go have a break on. Drew, what's the clip? I want the Marner one. So we're going to do from the CJ show. CJ and Julian. It was Julian on this one. Yeah. Break down the photo that was snapped of Mitch Marner having coffee with New Leafs head coach Craig Berube and what that might mean. And also people being kind of creepy with their cameras.
With Mitch Marner, when exactly are we going to know when there could be like a flashpoint or a turning point, or when exactly can we know something about that situation? Because it seems at this point now, all we're left to do is speculate.
Well, we're getting to June, right? So I do think at some point in June, something's going to leak out. I mean, certainly if the Leafs are having trade conversations with other teams, I have a hard time believing that would stay completely under wraps, as much as everyone involved probably would like it to, and will do their best to have that happen. Or alternatively, if the Leafs ask Mitch Marner to waive his no movement clause or inquire about whether he would, and if he says 100% flat no, not happening, we might hear about something like that. But the reality is the trade itself, if there is one, still a very big if 10 ifs, probably isn't happening until July 1st or after, when Mitch Marner would be officially eligible by the rules of the CBA to sign an extension. Because, I think that if this kind of trade happens, it would be similar to the Matthew Tkachuk deal, which happened, in mid or even late July, where he went from Calgary to Florida because he signed an 8-year deal as part of it. And that helped inform that the package the Flames got back. And so, I think that I'm not saying it would have to happen that late in July, but it's probably not coming, until basically a little more than a month from now. And so, in the meantime, of course, we're going to get a little bit more tangible information than we have today. I have no reason at this point to believe the Leafs have formally asked him to waive a no move clause. I have no reason to believe he's given an answer either way. I think that they are only still just getting to the point of their own off season and their planning, meeting with scouts and the like, to start charting a path ahead and see, which directions they want to go. And so, I know that's not the question. Everyone wants to race ahead and know the answer yesterday. But I think the truth is there isn't yet an answer. And probably some of the very key people involved still don't know 100% which way this is going to go. And so, the good news for you and I is we're going to do a show twice a week between now and into July. And that will probably give us a lot of content. But, as of today, what we know is Mitch Marner met with Craig Berube last week in Etobicoke. Someone inhumanely,
I love inhumanely.
took it just did like a discreet photo and circulated it, and everyone's reading into it, all kinds of things. And really, I just think they're two people getting to know each other. I even think, like, someone said, well, if they wanted it to be so private, why did they do it away from the rink? I'm like, it's because think about the difference between meeting your boss in their office, or if you have a meeting with your boss over a coffee or a beer or whatever, somewhere outside of the official environment. I think it's a different level of connection. I think there's a different comfort level. It sets a different dynamic. Like, I think it makes perfect sense to me if it's two people just starting to get to know each other. Keep in mind, there's no business to be done between the head coach and the star player on the team until like well into the summer, perhaps not even till training camp in September. I mean, at this point, it's literally about probably trying to understand each other, setting, some expectations and getting to know one another. I'll mention this too. I haven't even brought it up, but I spoke with John Tavares while I was in Prague. He had a 10 or so minute conversation with Craig Berube at that point, and he pointed out to me that as soon as he got back to Toronto, he was going to schedule a meeting to meet him. So Craig Berube didn't just meet Mitch Marner. I would suspect at some point here, with the World's now over, that Tavares will meet with him and probably any other members of the roster that are still in the city. And look, it wouldn't be unprecedented for a coach or a new coach to even go on the road and say visit Austin Matthews in Arizona at some point. I think that would be totally a normal thing to do that we won't have to freak out about if there's a picture at the airport with him at some point.
Stay tuned for a photo of Craig Berube and Austin Matthews to surface on your Twitter timeline.
I saw that yesterday kind of before it went big. Like somehow I just got my algorithm or something served it up to me. And I was like, oh boy, this is going to be something. Like this, this is going to get blown right out of the water.
I agree with you with the idea that taking a photo of those two, knowing very well it's those two and knowing very well what's going on, I don't agree with it. It's not something I would do. If I was a fan, I'd try to wait. I would do like a mental picture in my head. I mean, obviously, if I'm a media member in that market, I don't know if I take a photo either. Like if you were in wherever they were, I don't think there's no chance you do that either, right? Like I'm not doing that. That's just you see that there, you file it in your head, you remember it for a story you want to write or just for yourself. I wouldn't take the photo,
but. Keep in mind, like our job's a little different. I could go back to one or both of them after the fact and say like, hey, I saw you here. Care to like share what the conversation, I'm not saying I wouldn't use in some way to report that they had met together, but I wouldn't be taking a sneaky photo and under like a, not your real name, putting it out on social media kind of thing. Like I honestly, like, I'm assuming the person who did it's probably a Leafs fan. Maybe that's the wrong assumption to make. But if you wonder why some markets look better than others in the league, this could be an example of why this isn't the greatest place to play. Because there are probably 25 other cities at minimum where even if the same circumstances were at play, where you're talking about a star player and their future's uncertain and it's a new head coach and they're meeting sort of in the corner of a coffee shop, like I think in most places that photo wouldn't surface, but it did here. It would in Montreal, that's the kind of place for sure. Where
absolutely.
Like it's not just Toronto, but I don't say it in a threatening way. I just say it pointing out kind of what's obvious to me or apparent to me is this is part of the downside of being on certain teams is stuff like this takes on a life of its own. It's probably why it's not wise to live in Toronto year round if you're a Maple Leaf. And unfortunately, the team has a number of players that are from this area. So it makes sense for them to either spend their summers in Toronto or up in Muskoka, which is basically like an extension of Toronto, but with trees and water and cabins. Mm-hmm. But, I think there's just a lack of privacy could be difficult.
All right. Well, looking forward to the next month and a bit where we get to talk about Mitch Marner and the rest of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Can I tell you once?
Please.
One thing that happened to me is once or twice I've been somewhere and then someone has like tweeted like a weird grainy photo of me and been like, just saw at reporter Chris at Starbucks or whatever. And I'm always just, I'm not, I have to be clear here. I'm not comparing myself to Mitch Marner. Like this probably happens to him every day. And I'm referencing a one-time thing that happened a couple years ago. But I just remember how violating that kind of felt. I was like, why wouldn't you just come up and say hello? Because lots of people say hello. I hope that I'm always as polite as I can be. I mean, maybe I'm in the middle of something sometimes, but I'm always happy to chat with people about hockey. Everyone always wants a little tidbit. I don't mind giving out a little tidbit here and there. a photo, whatever. Like I find it, I don't like when someone is sneaky about it. That's really my main issue. I think it would be totally normal to see a player on the Leafs or the coach or the GM out in the city and say hi to them and be like, hey, even to say to Brad Treliving, like, hey, bringing back Marner. Like, I don't think that would be a bad thing for a civilian to say. I'm sure he'd make a joke back.
He would.
But like, or ask for a selfie or whatever. Like, I just think it's the doing it sneaky style and releasing it a couple days later. And I don't know. That's what, again, I'm getting older and the world's getting younger, and maybe what's acceptable is shifting. But to me, it doesn't feel right.
I think someone last year spotted me at a Calvary FC game. I don't know if they tweeted a photo or not, but not only did they point me out.
Sorry, CJ. Sorry, Julian. We had to cut you off because the second period is about to begin. I'm watching. I'm like, they're on the ice. They're getting ready. As they're about to drop the ice. Justin Fisher showed me, apparently someone suggested strawberry dynamite for an NHL team from one of the Red Dead cities. That's friggin' great. And Hawk says Emerald City Raiders as a hockey team in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's technically Emerald Ranch, but Emerald City Raiders is friggin' sick. So I go with that. Play is underway in the second period. Shots. Oh my God, another quick whistle to start the period. Shots were 11-8 for the Rangers in the first period. But I imagine the scoring chances were way better for the Florida Panthers. Shesterkin was very good. Hey, 400 likes. Let's go. Let's get it up to plus 500. Expected goals were more for the Rangers in the first period? Where? Oh, maybe because of the breaks. That's surprising to me. This, by the way, is why I like looking at the numbers after the game. You know what? Or like I like getting updates. But I like going, feels like this team's getting their ass kicked. And then I love like building that narrative in my brain more and more and more. And then after the game, I go, what? Oh boy, we got a penalty coming. Carter Verhaeghe, I think he was tripped in front of the Rangers net. And is this going to be Keandre Miller again? Oh man, he's had a real tough series. Oh! Verhaeghe. That's terrible. So Verhaeghe just like falls over Miller's leg, which, yeah, Gary Galley saying this is a penalty you do not need to call. He does drag the leg a bit. I'm surprised that got called. Panthers 0-for-1 on the power play tonight. They got 2 shots. They've been incredibly lethal on the power play in this series. Oh boy, this is going to be a controversial one if the Panthers score here and win. Bennett enters the zone. That was a good entry there. Every time I watch Bennett, I cannot believe he was ever healthy scratched in Calgary. Tarasenko to Ekman Larson. Shot. Is this the second unit? Yeah, they're starting with the second unit here for Florida. Rangers get it out. Trouba dumps it in hard. Barclay Goodrow rocked by Bennett. And here come the Panthers. Rodriguez. Lundell. Very interesting that they started with the second unit here. Dumped again, and I wonder, looks like the first unit for the Panthers is going to take the second half of this power play here, which we are now in. Big moment in this game. It's game 5. Not going to be a lot of penalties. Game 6, there's going to be fewer. Game 7, there's going to be fewer. It's how it always works. Rangers turn it up the other way, and this is going to be a break for Chris Kreider driving. What a move! What a goal from Chris Kreider! Best play he's made all game there, Chucky. And the camera goes right to him. The Rangers fans are pointing right at him. That is a short-handed goal for Chris Kreider. The first goal of this game, and the Rangers are up 1-0. Oh, he had a Panther draped all over him, too. And it was a giveaway from Matthew Tkachuk. Perfect. Perfect for the narrative. Reinhart does not wrap Kreider up. Hey, Nathaniel Reisenberg, thank you very much. What a goal. Oh, $20 for Chris Kreider. Clever. What was the stat? Wow. The Rangers have 6 shorthanded goals in these playoffs. The rest of the league combined has 8. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Here come the Panthers, still in the power play. And the Rangers, boy, this has really gone to their legs. Trocheck. Trouba! Shot! Stop by Bobrovsky! He has to cover it up, and I think oh my gosh, the power play's over. They get an offensive zone draw. They're up 1-0. What could have been a disastrous start to the second period is really turning into lemonade. Trouba came closer to scoring there than I think most Panthers fans would have predicted. I feel like I was talking about something else, but hot damn. Zibanejad in Game 5 getting his first point of the series. Hard to believe it's tied 2-2 with a player that important producing that little. I don't think he's played poorly. I didn't love his Game 4. First 3 games were fine. Oh, Panthers on. Driven wide. Gustafsson fighting for his life there. Stenlund. Picked off. Here come the Rangers. Zibanejad. Lafreniere dumps it. Ekblad tries to go up the boards. Fox across. Braden Schneider. Panarin. Driven to the line. Stays in, though. Nice move by Fox. Okposo. Is he going to get called for the trip? It looks like it. Oh, the ref was saying get up? I'm not sure you're right. What was the whistle then? 16-17 to go in the second period. Yeah, it's Okposo for tripping. Yeah, so one of the officials was saying get up. And the other was like, that's a penalty. That's crazy. Cassie, you don't know. Another 20-piece. For my jersey number? No, Chris Kreider's jersey number. Because he's got this game's first goal. So this will be a face-off. Well, power play. Kreider, by the way, moves into a tie for 8th in goal scoring, playoff goal scoring since 2010 with Nathan McKinnon, who's done it in far fewer games, and Logan Couture. Underratedly really good playoff performer. We just haven't seen him in the playoffs for a while. Rangers. Ooh, gain the zone. Puck doesn't get through. I don't hate the move. Panthers with a clean 3-on-2. Stenlund, shot, stopped by Shesterkin, run into by Mikla, and I think that's going to be a goalie interference penalty. Huge moment in this game. We got a fight behind the Rangers net. I think this is going to be a 5-on-3 for the Rangers for 1:21. He got run into hard by Niko Mikla, one of the biggest players remaining in these playoffs. Wow. Wazoo says broccoli bites or mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks. Look at me. You think I'm like, oh yeah, I want broccoli. Get out of here. Matthew Pinho. Thank you for becoming an STP VIP. Yeah, he just completely runs into Shesterkin. What are you doing? They gave 2 to a Ranger? No. Wait, that's the only penalty? Oh, 1-1. So is that then a 4-on-3? So Lafreniere is going to the box. I'd love to see what he did. Oh, it's Gustafsson. Gustafsson, who would be quarterbacking the second unit for the Rangers. So it's incidental. It stays 5-on-4. That's terrible. It's a cowardly call. Cowardly. It's such a playoff call. Horrible. Just not a very good league. Playoff typical. Horrible. Oof. All right. Cassie says, gotta go. Good night, all. Enjoy the stream and game. Let's get Cassie Clan going. Round of applause in the chat for Cassie. Thank you for joining us. 59 seconds to go in this power play that should 100% be a 5-on-3, but refs manage games and don't call them. That's terrible. Holy sh! Am I off base, Drew? Like, is that crazy? Oh, Bobrovsky's mask comes off. Yeah, Drew saying if you're going to take a Ranger for roughing, you got to take one of the Panthers. Which is something you would probably see on that play usually if the Panthers weren't already on the penalty kill. Man, that stinks. That's poo. So Bobrovsky, apparently the mask might have some damage to it, so he's going to the bench. He's getting booed by the MSG faithful. Like, okay, if the Rangers go on to win the Stanley Cup, who's going to win the Conn Smythe? Shesterkin. He's their best player. Easily. And Nico Mikkola just got a free run at him. Like, no consequence. No consequence. Oh, you got a penalty. So what? It doesn't cost the Panthers. All right, they're down a penalty killer. Well, the Rangers are down a power play guy. Nothing happened. It's dead even. Free run over their MVP goalie. Because the Panthers know, we're one pulled groin or muscle away from having to play Jonathan Quick every night. And it ain't 2012. One-timer from Zibanejad. Misses behind the net. 37 seconds to go. Panthers clear it. Man, that stinks. Still not over 500 likes. Get it up. Do it for me. Panarin in deep. 20 seconds to go in this Rangers power play. Fox on. Oh, deflected wide by Panarin. Man, if he got it out of the way, that might have gone in. This might be a 2-on-1. Nope, Zibanejad negates it. Luostarinen puts it wide. Puts it out of play somehow. And with 4 seconds to go in this Rangers power play, I think it'll be a face-off in the Rangers zone. 14:21 to go in the second period. Oh, man. Panarin's made a couple not the best decisions tonight. Oh, he puts his stick up. That's going on. It's at very least going on net. Artemi. That's tough. Hey, we're up over 500 likes. Let's go. What about 600? Braden Schneider up the ice. Panthers kill that penalty off officially. Shot. Kako, Schneider. Rangers taking more risks in this game, in my opinion. Kako throws it around. Keandre Miller. Keandre Miller is at least the second Rangers defenseman to take more than one penalty in a game. Trouba took 3 in game, was it 4? Whatever the game was with the flying elbow. Whoa! Big battle in front. Ekman Larson threw his man down. I think that was Wenberg. Miller. Schneider on. Gloved easily by Bobrovsky. I don't love that shot. Like he German suplexed him. Man, that's a nice goal from Kreider. They just showed the replay. Really feels like Sam Reinhart could have done stuff. You know they're not calling a penalty shot. Just wrap him up. Take the hold. Scott Stenlin said Quick finished with a .920 save percentage. Yo, pardon? I know he started the season really well. We were all like, oh, he's cooked. And then he was incredible. Yeah, Shesterkin wasn't very good. He had a .911 save percentage. He had a record of 18-6-2. Holy crap! Wow, that's a pretty good season for friggin' Jonathan Quick. That is not bad at all. Renatman, German suplex in a Panthers game, first time. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just surprised it wasn't Sam Bennett. It was Ekman Larson. He learns quick. Jonathan. Hectic 105. A 5-on-3 with that much time is just not going to happen at this stage in the playoffs. Love it or hate it, it's consistent. It is consistent. That sucks. This is a really crap call. You know, I love Matthew Tkachuk's theater. He's a hilarious guy. And that quote about Kreider was really, really funny. But they're showing a montage of Kreider right now. Stuff he's been doing all game before the goal. And I wonder if he poked the bear. I mean, it's the Stanley Cup playoffs. Guys are going to be motivated. He's got extra motivation tonight. And the Panthers dodge a bullet there. Rangers put it wide. And now all of a sudden, it's the Rangers who seem to have the Panthers on the ropes. Oh, never mind. Sam Reinhart going right after Keandre Miller. Hedel. Schneider. Gets it deep. Schneider. Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to have to think about that. Steve, who's your favorite Scarborough-born celeb? Like besides Adam Wilde? I'll have to think about it. Keandre Miller into the corner with Reinhart again. Puck up the half wall. Airmailed. Where's the puck? Oh, that'll be icing. Philippe. Merci beaucoup. Pour le 5. Favorite Scarborough-born celeb? I've heard too many things about Mike Myers to say Mike Myers. Chris Draper. 2 members of the Bare Naked Ladies. No, the Weeknd's from Mississauga, right? I can't remember. I love when we cut clips that are going to get me flamed on purpose. I'm retweeting it. I'm leaning into it. Jesse's quoting me saying, "That's terrible. It's a cowardly call. Cowardly. It's such a playoff call. Horrible." Braden Schneider into the slot. Oh, Panthers really chasing the puck here. Fox with the puck. Up the boards. Rangers. Ooh, this will be interesting if they... Nope. Puck comes the other way. Bennett. Oh, in clean to Forsling. Backhand. Nice. Oh, how did he get in that clean? The defenders on both teams have activated tonight and attacked the net. That's Forsling's first really good run at it, and that's a nice pass from Bennett. Good breakup there from Ekblad. Bennett carries it himself. Little zigzag. Oh, they just completely forget Forsling exists. He just sneaks past everyone. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting goals. No look pass from Bennett. Ew. And Shesterkin gets a piece of it, but not enough. And it's a tied game 1-1. And the Rangers respond with Matt Rempe for what I think is his third shift of the game. Oh, Renatmon says Wayne Simmons or Michael Bunting. Yep, those would be good Scarborough answers. Liam Foodie, I think. Is Jim Carey born in Scarborough? Whoa! Ekman Larson just took down 2 Rangers with 1 hit. Lucerinen. Oh, boy. Another penalty is going to go against the Rangers. This one's a hold. Laviolette shaking his head. And it's Trouba heading off. Rangers taking too many penalties. Okay, if that's a penalty, then the Leafs-Panthers series from last year is still going. Or the German suplex from 10 minutes ago should have been called. Drew, are you a Rangers fan? No, I know. No, this is Drew. Is this your first Florida series or what? Like, we don't get away with everything. We take a lot of penalties. Yeah, because you're friggin' criminals. Shots 15-12 for the Rangers. Rangers win the face-off to start their penalty kill. Oh, and it hit a stick on the Florida bench. I thought the Rangers got a puck over the glass penalty. Panthers are trying to say the faceoff should be in the Rangers zone. Now that I play hockey, I'm amazed stuff like that doesn't happen every shift. Like with just how fast everything moves, guys just carelessly hanging their stick blade over the boards like Rodriguez was there. You know how many people I've almost decapitated? And I'm always like, whoops, sorry. Panthers working it around real well in front for Verhaeghe. Goes around to Reinhart. Good puck movement from the Panthers. Holy, Kachuk behind the net. Reinhart, shot. Wide, Montour. Still a minute 10 to go here in this power play for the Panthers. Reinhart, oh, he doesn't miss that often. Misses the shot, and the Panthers got to recover here. A minute to go. Here comes Barkov. Over for Kachuk. Trying to handle the bouncing puck, and the Rangers just clear it. 50 seconds to go in the Panthers power play. 40 seconds to go. Ekman Larson drops it for Bennett, who's been dancing, except he dances offside there. Lundell got a little too excited. 9:28 to go in the second period. 32 seconds to go in this power play. Man. Really good movement there from the Panthers. I love every time the camera goes on Vinny Trocheck because he just has a funny face. Not calling him funny looking. I'm saying his expression is always funny. Always. 15 seconds to go here in this Panthers power play. Oh, and it goes all the way around. Zibanejad was looking for a break there. This might still end up as an offensive opportunity for the Rangers. Braden Schneider not able to get the shot off, and the penalty is over. Boy, the power play has been useless for everybody involved in this game. Trouba shot stopped by Bobrovsky. Trouba loves ripping that thing, eh? High stick from the Rangers. That's why they weren't touching the puck. They just did. 8:39 to go in the second period. That was a nasty goal by the Panthers. There's a lady behind the net who just goes. You can read her lips. She was upset. Hey, SDPN YouTube channel. Steve Dangle here. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Shout out Wilgman for gifting an SDPN membership. Geez, I need one of my goal picks to hit so that Justin can give some new members. Just give it. Give it to us. Go yawn. Stop it. What? Sorry. So, producer Drew looked up famous people from Scarborough, and apparently am I on the list? I'm right below Lily Singh. I didn't know she was from Scarborough. I knew Toronto. And I'm listed as what? Author, comedian, and internet personality? Weird. Okay. And this is on Wikipedia? Well, that seals it. You can't trust anything on Wikipedia. Theo. Steve, are Rangers fans or Leafs fans more hated? Leafs. Well, Leafs. You know, it's probably more even than you think. Paps. Steve, if John Tavares went to Hogwarts, which house would he be in? Well, I mean, Islanders fans keep calling him a snake. So you would think Slytherin. But he's obsessed with kale and kombucha and plants of that nature. And magical plants or whatever it's called. I forget what that course is called. Not divination. I forget what it's called. That feels like a Hufflepuff thing. But he doesn't feel like a Hufflepuff player. I'm going to say Slytherin. Wenberg. Hit hard. Rangers ice the puck here. They've definitely taken advantage of the fact that they have home ice advantage in this game. Because they look friggin' horrible in Florida. They split the games. They won one, lost one, which I think you probably take. I mean, I didn't think they looked very good in game 3. I thought they looked worse in game 4. They look pretty good here. It looked like the Panthers were blowing them out of the water. It doesn't look like that tonight. But it is a tied game nonetheless. And the Panthers have the puck in the Rangers zone right now. Rodriguez to Tkachuk, shoveling it in. No, on. Where is it? Rebound. Who's lost his stick? Shesterkin's lost his stick. Rangers desperately need to get it out, and they do. Shesterkin's not going to be able to retrieve that stick in time, though, is he? Nope. Lindgren up the boards and out. Shesterkin's still not going to have enough time. Kakko chasing after it. The puck is so far away from Shesterkin. Like, you basically need a whistle. You might be better off icing it. Panthers' best line is on the ice anyway. Oh, he goes out and gets it. Lafreniere wide. Panarin. Oh, Trocheck. Panarin. Ripping around. Schneider on. Man, the Rangers have a lot of right-handed shots. Holy crap. They must have the most in the league. Oh, Lafreniere in the slot. Shot. Wide. Oh, that's a golden opportunity. Braden Schneider. He's been very good in this game. Reinhart in deep. Shesterkin out of the net to play it. Oh, Bennett bats it down. Oh, Rangers wanted a high stick. They'll get it. That'll just be a face-off. Oh, Igor, what are you doing? What are you doing, Igor? Someone put a bungee cord on this guy. Drew added the Wikipedia entry above my head. Steve, Canadian sports analyst. I don't even know if I would call myself that. Comedian, author, and internet personality. Ooh. I should bring that up in meetings with like potential advertisers. Did you know I'm on Wikipedia? Can you give us $1 million? Rangers fourth line out there. Rempe, big hit. He missed. He misses a lot of hits. Drew said, when's your comedy tour starting? I would love to try stand-up one day, but I'm chicken. I don't think I could handle being bad at it. You know what I mean? Like, if I try it and I'm fine, that's cool. If I'm bad at it, I don't think I'd ever recover for that. My ego would die. Someone in the comments said, you gotta add Saudi. You gotta add Saudi spy. You know, that MLH thing, the source that burned me was like, oh, you're gonna see more info on this league, and they said 10 to 14 days, which is frustrating for a couple of reasons. Number one, that didn't match the timeline that they had told me literally the day before. And number two, that was 20 days ago. So we're going to hear about this stupid league or not? Starting to think it's not a thing. Ozone draw for the Panthers. Their big line is out there. Rodriguez, Bennett, and Tkachuk. Drop the puck. Panthers win it. Tkachuk on! Shesterkin with the save. Shesterkin, oh my God. That dude loves playing the puck and giving it directly to the opposition. Here comes Matthew Tkachuk. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't take that to the net. Shot! Stop from Shesterkin. Panthers in the crease. Trouba not loving that. Natalie Drake says Wikipedia entry should say girl dad. It should. I'm better than. I get it now. We're in a TV timeout. That was a good trip. SDPN YouTube channel. Steve Dangle here. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Belgo says Rempe misses because he doesn't lead with the elbow. Fair. Very fair. Apparently we have a poll in the chat. What am I? Comedian is beating author. What's the poll at? Oh, okay. Sports analyst is at 20%. Comedian is at 24%. Author is only at 9%. And internet personality is at 47%. Well, there it is. I'm an internet personality. Weird. Strange. What a dumb life. Wait, let me think about this. 18. So, wow. There was a long time where LFR was new to me. Like, it was still not. I was like, okay, this is a thing that I'm doing now, but this isn't what I do. And next year will be LFR 18. I'm 36. So that means I've done LFR for roughly half my life. It doesn't register. It doesn't make sense to me. It's crazy. Panthers, boop, out of play. 5:41 to go in the second period. Shots are an even 17-17. It's true. Crazy the amount of winning that I've seen over these 18 years. Holy shit, man. Leafs stink, dude. Stink. Kills me. Zoo analysts. I should add that. Balding dad of 2 isn't up there. Okay. I am a lot of things. Annoying, hairy, fat, dumb. I am not balding. Oh! Forsling almost had a breakaway. Rangers recovered. Zibanejad airmails it. Panarin. Shaking off Forsling. Pass to Schneider on! That shot doesn't make it through. Zibanejad rips it around. Panarin has had a little bit more of the puck recently. One of the Panthers blows a tire. Roslovic, who has really not been a factor in the series, coughs it up, and the Panthers yeet it down the ice. But it's right on net to Shesterkin, so no icing. Great play. Under 4.5 minutes to go here in the second. Rangers. Fox attacks with Kakko. Wenberg. Fox. On. Looking for the tip. They don't quite get it. Tarasenko plays it up the half boards. Rangers get it back. Kakko out of reach. Fox keeps it alive for the Rangers. Huge battle on the half wall. Panthers slowly winning it. Lindell's got to give chase. This is a good shift for the Rangers here. Trouba behind the Rangers, Panthers net, rather. Kakko. Wenberg. Oh, shot! High! Oh, that was a great opportunity wasted there by the Rangers. Trouba puts it on. It goes behind the net. Boy, the Panthers, this is as hemmed in as they've been all series long. Rangers really taking advantage of the long change here. Trouba! Oh! Puts it up and out of play. Mikula, basically the whole Rangers, whole Panthers team goes after Trouba there. .321 to go in the second period. Justin goes, hey, 9% author, pump your goddamn book. Yeah, Drew, can we put that in the thing on the side? If it's not too much work. I don't want to screw with you mid-game. Feet. Feet or no feet. Matthew Williamson with a great question. And I'm going to answer it just at intermission. Remind me, answer that one. That's a really good one. Panthers attacking with speed. Rangers have men back. Trouba goes after Bennett. That's a heavyweight collision. Oh, Panarin has the puck behind him. All of MSG just said behind you. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second. Giveaway by Gustafsson. And the Panthers, again, could have iced it, but they throw it right on Shesterkin. Kachuk. God, if you were Paul Maurice, how don't you play this line 30 minutes a game? Gustafsson, again, not doing the greatest job there behind the net. Panarin up the wall to no one. No one's there. Okposo, I thought the Panthers were offside there. They get it back. Forsling doesn't dump it. Carries it in himself. Oh, on deflection. Okposo, rebound. Oh, the Rangers get away with one there. Bobrovsky out of the net to play it so that Zibanejad couldn't get to it. We got a whistle. Hand pass? Not sure what that was. 2:04 to go in the second period. Boy, that was really good save from Shesterkin on Kyle Okposo. Really good save. Panthers were down in shots for most of the game leading up to now. They're actually up 21-17 now. The Rangers have had a decent amount of time with the puck in this period. Puck's not getting through. There's my book, Hockey Rants and Raves with feet there at the bottom. It is coming out October 15th. You can pre-order it in the link down below in the description. Can we get it in the chat maybe as well? It'll lead you to the HarperCollins website. HarperCollins is the publisher. It should give you the option to pre-order it on Indigo, on Amazon, or at a local bookstore if you're interested. It's a hardcover copy of the book. People have been asking. I don't think we're officially doing an audiobook, but we are actively making plans to book recording time. I would say it is far more likely than not we record an audiobook. I don't know when it'll be out. My hope is that it'll be roughly around the time that the physical copy of the book is out. 1:07 to go in the second period. Rangers in the O-zone again. Fox, woo, man, the Rangers have had a few close calls for bad odd man rushes. Lundell in front to Tarasenko. Man, the Panthers really come out of nowhere sometimes. Fox could have had a rush there. I think he was dog tired. He looks exhausted. Get him off the ice. Lafreniere chasing the puck down with Ekman Larsson. Both of them go down. In the corner. Big battle for the puck. Lots of battles in this game. Ekblad, stapling his man to the boards. Ekman Larsson with a pretty decent little crunch there, too. I think that was Lafreniere. Can't tell because Ekman Larsson's all over him. Can't even see his number. 12 seconds to go in the second period. Is this ice? No, it is not. Ekblad has it with 6 seconds to go in the period behind his own net. He will take the clock to intermission. 1-1 is the score heading into the third. Wow. And now we're in second intermission, which means I get to answer the real questions. 2 zoo-related questions. Joe says, you ever catch a hippo take a dump? It's crazy how far they sling that. Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, a hippo takes a poo basically right into the path of its tail, and then its tail flings it everywhere. I think the reason for that is sun protection. I'm not totally sure. No, I have never seen a hippo actively poo. I have fed a hippo a carrot. One of my sister's teachers, their husband worked at the zoo. And when I was 12, 13, 14, something like that, we all went to the zoo together with my sister. And we got to see the hippos behind the scenes, and I got to feed them a carrot. I gotta find that photo. Like a hippo's mouth is so absurdly cartoonishly big. I fed a polar bear a watermelon. I've fed a giraffe. I've fed a camel. I've fed stingrays. I've fed nurse sharks. And this is as like an employee who like wasn't charged with taking care of animals. Like that wasn't my job. I'm just lucky. Um, I've had a pretty ridiculous life. Matthew Williamson, tell us your best zoo related story to birds. Birds are sick. Okay. Um, a lot of Leafs, a lot of NHL players, but a lot of Leafs visited the zoo over the years that I worked there. I worked there for 7 out of the 8 years between 2005 and 2012. The only year I didn't work there was 2011. And like who was there? Nick Antropov, Alexei Ponikarovsky, Darcy Tucker, Kyle Wellwood, I believe Luke Shen. But someone who would come fairly often. And supposedly the thing he wanted to see the most was the birds, I believe. Was it the reptiles or the birds? I think it was the birds. Was Wade Belak. Wade Belak used to come to the zoo all the time. I never did see him. But you know, you would just hear like, "Oh, Wade Belak's here." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool. That's great." You know, pretend like it's no big deal, and then the whole rest of the day I'm like looking for some giant blonde guy who looks like Brock Lesnar going, "Oh." Never did end up seeing him. Never did end up seeing him. One time a bird landed on my head at a bird show, but this wasn't when I worked there. This is when I was a child. I was like 3 or 4 years old, and I don't remember this experience. Have I ever fed a bird? Oh, Drew, great question. Have I ever been attacked by a Canadian goose? Yes. Down by the pond, Rouge Pond. If you've ever been to the it's where Lawrence ends. It literally Lawrence goes into the water. If you've ever been there, there's a pond that's where I grew up. My parents took me down there and a goose bit my thumb. And I lost my mind because I was a child and I got bit by an animal. I've only been bit by 2 animals that I can think of. I was bit by a Canadian goose. I was attacked by a Canadian goose with my 2 dogs also. And I got bit by a dog when I was 14. It was a strange dog. I rode by it on my bike going down an alley. Like looking back, I didn't know anything at the time. I was like, I mean, a guy's dog bit me. Like if Iggy bit anyone, I'd be mortified no matter what the circumstances were. But looking back, it's like, well, dumbass, don't try to pass a dog on a bike in a catwalk. You stupid idiot. And Drew pointing out, yeah, my golden doodle broke my nose. Here, can you see the scar? Yeah, there you go. You got to pull it down a little bit. Real quick before intermission, Jay Sizzles, get Ken Danico to narrate your book. I think that's a great idea, Jay Sizzles. And Jonathan Peck, I just want to say this important question to you. I hope you understand what I'm about to say. Do you believe in Joe Hendry? Yes, but here's the thing. I don't really know anything about him. I just know the meme. I know he's a wrestler. I know people are really stoked on him. He has popped off during the playoffs, which means I have missed his career to date, but I look forward to catching up. Drew, what's the clip? I forget. Sheldon Keefe and what New Jersey Devils fans should expect from him in New Jersey. Will be back for the third period of Game 5 between the Panthers and Rangers. Don't go away.
Sheldon Keefe, introduced as New Jersey
Sheldon
Devils
Keefe,
head coach.
no longer burdened by these weird photos because he's going to go work in New Jersey. And he's got a great hockey team to coach. He's got lots of stress and worry and all the things that comes with the job, but he's got a few less personal worries because not everybody's going to be up in his business in Newark or wherever he settles out there in New Jersey.
Dude can go to a New York Jets game or Giants game somewhere in East Rutherford or a New York Red Bulls game, whatever he wants to do. I guarantee very few photos will be taken of that man. Good for him. He's earned his piece.
He has earned his piece, and he's earned a team he's taken over. You know, one thing that stood out to me in listening to Sheldon's words at the opening press conference in New Jersey was just how he's never coached a team that wasn't trying to win a championship, which, you know, it sort of sounds like an obvious thing, but in his position, like when you're a coach getting hired into a situation, sometimes you're taking over a team at rock bottom. Sometimes you're taking over a team that you know is a project stepping in there, and that is going to take a few years before it's really trying. I mean, you're always trying to win every game, but before the real ambition of the organization is to win. And so, you know, it really does sound like the job was his to have right from the get-go, and that Sheldon had to work through things with his wife and his kids and decide, am I ready to work again? Is this the right place? And the more he kind of went through that process, and, you know, they went down and had a kind of a site visit there and got to meet some people on the ground with the organization, you came to realize that this is a perfect opportunity. And it's hard for me to see it any other way from afar because, you know, he's had a lot of success as a regular season coach. The Leafs under his tenure, well documented, have not had a ton of success, but he's taking over the kind of team that, you know, we could be talking about as a Stanley Cup contender, maybe as soon as next year. I know they had a big step back this season from where they were 2 years ago, but, you know, when you look at the core of young talent there, and I think a pretty well-run front office that you know, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, that will have some opportunity to make decisions on players this summer, that could probably look forward to being a little healthier next year, because certainly part of the Devils last season was just key injuries to players like Dougie Hamilton for a significant chunk of time, that it's hard to replace that when you've already, you know, walked someone like Damon Severson out the door the previous summer. So, you know, they took some blows on the blue line, and obviously have really young talent, Simon Nemec there and Luke Hughes. But, you know, it's a long way of getting to the point that, you know, Sheldon's, I mean, this team is going to have the same expectations and ambitions as the Leafs would have when he was working there, except, you know, it's a fresh start for him. It's a fresh look at new players and, you know, pretty new environment for him to go apply his trade.
All right. Anything else? Oh, go ahead.
Well, the other thing that stuck out to me, I'm sure you saw his farewell video in Toronto. He actually detailed, how that came together.
Yes, please talk, because that was what I was going to ask next.
Well, because I heard all this, there's like this weird speculation he'd like made it days ahead of time and had like a professional crew film it. And I was like, I never saw any of that. And that clearly looked like, you know, spur of the moment. We knew he probably figured it was going to happen. And then he was wherever he was, and he said, you know what? Let me just do a personal thing. Here's my phone. Let's do it. It didn't look like a professional thing. It just looked like a spur of the moment. There was a lot of nonsense of like that locally, and that never made sense to me. I was like, no this way. Looks like, I mean, we all have pretty powerful cameras in our pockets now. I mean, cell phones are, you know, it's like carrying around a digital camcorder back in the day. Anyway, he told the story, and basically he kind of figured it was coming. He had a restless sleep the night before he was, you know, contacted by Brad Treliving, called in for a meeting. And he sort of decided he wanted to do this. And maybe, you know, I'm sure he thought a little bit of his messaging and what he would want to say. And he thought it was an important part of closure. And so he said he went right from the meeting from Brad Treliving where he got fired. He went to that spot that he called his happy place near his home. You know, lived in one of the suburbs of Toronto on the lake, and, you know, spoke from the heart. I think that's why so many people connected with that message, because it did come out, you know, within a couple hours, or not even, maybe within an hour of his firing officially being announced by the team. And maybe that timing is why everyone thought it was like this big stage production. But I think he just literally spoke from the heart right after getting the news. And then he said he took his wife Jackie to lunch, and that was it. And he just figured that was one way to have closure on his situation with Toronto. It would keep him from having to do all this media in after the fact. Like he kind of said his piece, if you want to say it, or he kind of explained where he was at and was stepping back from the public spotlight. As it turns out, it was only 2 weeks, but he didn't know at that time he'd be back working so soon because he did have term on his contract. And anyway, I just thought that was interesting and maybe something we see more people in his situation do in the future. Cause I haven't seen a whole lot of that, especially so quickly. And I think honestly, it was I don't think it was done with like a big PR spin, but I think it was a brilliant PR move because it's about the classiest way you can leave a situation. And I'm sure this is not on Sheldon's mind today, obviously, but I actually think it creates a circumstance where he could one day be brought back in the future, whether it's 10 or 15 years down the road. Like he left, the bridge was not burned on either side at the end of that relationship. And he's still a very young coach. And, I bet his best days are still ahead. That's a pretty safe thing to be predicting.
Circle back to this episode in about 5 to 7 years when the rumors of Sheldon Keefe, should he return to the Toronto Maple Leafs, circle the wagons.
I mean, the Paul Maurice went back to Carolina. Cito Gaston came back to the Blue Jays. Lindy Ruff has just been hired back in Buffalo. Those aren't perfect parallels, but if Sheldon goes on and wins a cup or cups elsewhere, and he's a distinguished coach and one of the best in the games, and the Leafs are still trying to get it right in 10 or 15 years, it would just not surprise me at all if you started to see those kind of rumors go around. I mean, that's what's old is new again. That's how it is.
I've seen Michel Therrien and Claude Julien coach the Canadiens twice. It's entirely possible.
Exactly.
Twice. I still can't believe that happened. Jeez.
I just feel like because it's such a classy way to go out too. And like today was so well spoken at his introductory press conference. I mean, he seems like a new man again, because he can have a coffee with Nico Hischier here in the next few weeks and no one is going to bother him. They're just going to go do their job and get working on trying to bring the cup to Jersey.
Yeah, wherever. I'm trying to think. I mean, then again, whenever we travel, I imagine for you, you're not trying to have dinner in New Jersey. You'd much rather have it in Midtown if you have to ever be at a Devils game. But
there's some good restaurants in Jersey, man.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. I tried not to hang out too long in Jersey during the
near
time
the rink.
I
went to the Dinosaur Barbecue a fair bit over the years.
They have a Dinosaur Barbecue in Jersey?
Just down the street from the arena, man.
Oh, come on. I would have gone.
You're all being snobby. Like I ran into New York City and you ran
I was just trying to follow
right past the Dinosaur Barbecue.
Dinosaur Barbecue is
to Manhattan.
Oh! Dinosaur Barbecue in Syracuse is elite. I would have gone to that one in Jersey.
There's also some like old school kind of restaurants that I've been to over in New York that are like really good.
Okay. Well,
don't sleep on New Jersey.
I will never sleep on New Jersey ever again.
Yes. 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 The third period is upon us. Game 5. Florida Panthers, New York Rangers. I don't know what accent that is, dude. I don't know. It's 1-1 after 2. We are heading into the third period. Allow me to hawk my book, Hockey Rants and Raves. It's coming out with HarperCollins this fall. You can pre-order it right now. Like literally this minute. Right now. The link is in the description. You can pre-order it on Indigo, Amazon, and I believe the option on the HarperCollins website, you can find a local bookstore as well, if it's available there. People are sweet. People are genuinely good people and sweet, and often ask me, hey, where should I buy the book from? Like, that gets you the most money. Which I genuinely appreciate. I don't know the answer. I think I know the answer, but I don't know. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm not. If you're going to be, the book is for you. I wrote it. It's no longer mine, right? My end of the bargain is writing the thing. I put it out into the world. And once you buy it, it's yours. It's for you. So do what's best for you. You don't write books to get rich anyway. Not in Canada. Not in Canada. I would like it to go number 1, though. That would be cool. Nazem Kadri has a book coming out the same day. Yeah, CBC should make a show called Young Dangle, like Young Sheldon. That's a good idea, Drew. What do you know? Hmm? Hockey Rants and Raves, by the way, is just that. It's hockey, rants, and raves. I called my publisher yesterday to ask if it's too late to add something. They said no, because I want to add that Sheldon Keefe quote. There's a chapter where I talked about, I don't want to blow the whole thing, but basically like growing the game and like, do people in the game work hard enough to do that? And I'm going to add that quote. Shot attempts, according to the broadcast, 48-41 for the Panthers. Hits 23-18 for the Rangers. This has been a tight game. From a back and forth standpoint, I would say this is one of the, it's certainly tighter than Game 4. Game 4 went to overtime, but it was a bloody miracle, in my opinion. I thought the Panthers were way better than the Rangers. Drew asked the $1 million question, do we get our 4th straight overtime? That would be dumb. I'm trying to think of, like, what's the Cap era record for overtimes in a series? Because the Leafs and Capitals in 2017, had a 6-game series that the Capitals won. 5 of those games went to overtime. It's absurd. Justin, I read the text. I was instructed not to say it out loud. Reinhart with the puck. 3rd period is underway. Oh, Sasha Barkov. Ew. Putting on the moves. Keandre Miller drops the puck off. Oh, great opportunity for Sam Reinhart. And it's blocked. Oh, baby, the Rangers dodged a bullet there. Barkov dogged it. That's why they're not calling it icing. But the Rangers get some fresh legs on the ice. Shesterkin leaves it for Trouba. Good exit for the Rangers. Oh, Kakko puts it just out of the reach of Gustafsson. Jay Picks. Welcome to the real NHL. Montour into the corner. Bennett. And out over the blue line. A weird bounce is going to decide this game. There's just been too many of them. Whoa! Between the legs! Anton Lundell! Wasn't able to pull it off. God, that would have been incredible. Here's Laugh. Around for Panarin. Rangers with speed. Kulikov. Up the ice. This is a 3-on-2 for Florida here. Shot. Oh, Shesterkin made the save. There was a rebound. No Panther got it. There's been a bunch of situations like that tonight. Rangers playing with fire a little bit. There's a shot and a stop by Bobrovsky. Ekman Larson just ducked from a hit. I mean, a shot. Block! Panarin. Hey, out of the zone. Lafreniere. Rex Butler. When do we get to see your feet? Ha ha. You didn't mean the ha ha. You put the ha ha like, but I don't really want to see him. You want these grippers. You know you want these grippers. And you're not going to get them. Keandre Miller puts it on, rebound in front. And out come the Panthers. Okposo. He's looked good on this fourth line. And he drives the net. Oh! To the side of the Rangers net here. Forsling with a blast. Doesn't get through. The shot was 80, almost 89 miles an hour. Forsling puts it on. Behind the net now. Lorentz had a great game 4. He hasn't been as noticeable in game 5. Trinko, what is your favorite NHL call? Like, commentator? I mean, I loved Bob Cole. I used to love Jim Houston because of the video games. Oh, Sam Bennett! Reinhart, the other Sam. I keep confusing them. He had an opportunity, wasn't able to get the shot off. Drew says, like, favorite goal call. Bless you, boys. What a game from Joe Bowen. It's such a good call, but they lost that game. It really ruins it. Let me think about that. Doc Emmerich going, it's over! That's a good one. Whoa! Bennett on the doorstep. Not able to get it. Oh! Off the side of the net was Kulikov. Rangers hanging on here. Panthers with a bit of a push. Trouba going at it with Bennett. They've been going at it a few times in this game. I like that matchup. It's a lot of fun. Panthers starting to pull away. 26-18 are the shots. Bennett, that's 27. Stopped by Shesterkin. Oh, Rick Jenneret is a good one. Mayday is extremely good. Mayday. Yo, okay, low key. Bergeron scores, Patrice Bergeron, the game 7 from 2013. It's a really good call. The only problem is I hear it in my sleep and then I wake up and, you know. Oh! Drew makes a good point. Crosby, Sidney Crosby, the golden goal, and Canada has once in a lifetime Olympic gold. Panthers drive the net, taken down. Problem with that call is I wasn't there. I was there, so I didn't hear the call. The golden goal in 2010, Sidney Crosby's golden goal. I didn't hear the broadcast because I was there. Lucerina. Ooh, who was that? Lafreniere hits the Rangers' net. Oh, Lindell! What a pass! And Lucerina tries to go between the legs. It doesn't work. The second between the legs attempt of this period. And this is going to be a 2-on-2 here. Panarin cuts to the middle. Can't get the shot off. Here come the Panthers on the counter. Barkov. Ooh. Oh, dangled Braden Schneider. Can't get the shot on. Panthers now have 10 more shots on goal than the Rangers do, 28-18. Rangers have had a decent amount of the puck. They are not shooting it on net. They are not getting shots through. the Panthers defense. Hey, Lipe says, cheers from Brazil. Go Rangers. Cheers from Brazil. Condra Miller. Oh, happy accident right there. Tried to dump it, but instead he gets a clean entry. Rangers miss again. They missed the net. Here comes Verhaeghe with speed. You got 2 Rangers on him. Sam Reinhart. He's there. He's sniffing. Rangers clear the zone. Big run at Barkov. I think that was Cooley. Man, they got to scratch Matt Rempe next game. That dude's got like, what, 5 shifts in this game? Yeah, I know he brings energy to the building. It hasn't really felt like it. It just feels like Drew, I totally agree with you. Oh, Rangers drags it around. Oh, is this going to be a call? And it is. This is going to be a trip on Nico Mikkola, taking down Capo Kakko. The 2 Finns going at it. Mikkola takes his second penalty of the game. And the Rangers are going to get a third period power play in a tied game. Kakko with a great move. Mikkola took out Kakko's legs. We're going to TV timeout. Commercial break. And when we come back, wow. Expected goals are 3 for the Florida Panthers at 5-on-5. 3 for the Florida Panthers and 0.9 for the Rangers. That's pretty ugly. Joe, I didn't hear it because I was there. Sorry for you. Yeah, good point. JR, Stone Cold, or that's gotta be Kane. No, Stone Cold beats Kane 1,000 times. Also, hey, stay on this stream. Don't leave this stream, but open another window and go to majorleaguehockey.com. Justin pointed out to me during the stream that apparently their website is live. So this is a website that I had access to 3 weeks ago. And now it's public. It doesn't really look changed from what I saw. So this league is a thing that, like, I still can't tell if it's friggin' actually real. I think the big question everyone has is the money real? That's the question. That's why I retracted it. I didn't retract it because I'm like, oh, it's just completely made up. I'm not going to lie. I don't know enough about it. I've punched out of the story. It's not something that I want to follow anymore. Like it's not something that I want to pursue journalistically. If there's news, I'll talk about it, but I'm not going to go out there finding the news. Very interesting. But now, in actual hockey that is real and guaranteed to happen, the third period, we have a Rangers power play. They dump it in, the Panthers dump it out. Now the Rangers got to go get it. Zibanejad to Kreider driving around the net. Fox on Kreider. Panarin. 4 right-handed shots on the ice for the Rangers on this power play. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that, but I am. On, around. Oh, Zibanejad tries to put it in front. Again, the Panthers say no. Doesn't matter how much you have the puck. You cannot have a shot on goal. Lutzarinen always lined up. I think that was by Trocheck, not able to get the hit. Was it Trocheck or Panarin? Zibanejad has the puck behind the Rangers net. Erik Gustafsson with speed. Erik Gustafsson is quarterbacking a power play unit for a Final Four team in the Stanley Cup playoffs for under $1 million. Bit of a whiff from Brad Treliving. Oh, Trocheck. Oh, how don't you put that on? The Rangers are just being too cute, and they put it on there, and it doesn't make it through. Again, that won't be a shot on goal. 20 seconds to go in this Rangers power play. They just put a shot on goal up on the screen. I don't think they have one. Rangers gain the zone. Lafreniere in front. Oh, it's right there for the rebound. Gustafsson. Oh, this is going to be interesting if the Rangers score. Was that onside? Wenberg stopped by Bobrovsky. That was definitely a shot on goal and a good save. Now it's even strength. Rangers still have it in the offensive zone, though. Gloved by Bobrovsky. 10:34 to go in the third period. Great opportunity for the Rangers. Oh, he saved the one-timer. Oh, Gus, get your stick down, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? What's wrong with you? 21-30 are the shots on goal. Goodrow. See, this is the Rangers' fourth line, ozone draw, and there's no Rampy. Fox with a shot. Wide. I'm not saying that to say, oh, the Rangers should have Rampy. I'm saying, well, if you're not going to play him, then what's the point? Montour with, wow, almost too much speed to handle. Mikkola, no, definitely offside. Shesterkin out of the net to play it. Because he loves it. We have 700 likes. Let's get up to 800 because it makes my mood better. Dmitry Kulikov, gains center, dumps it in. Braden Schneider lets the puck go. Back on Kulikov's stick in the Panther zone. Into the neutral zone for Bennett, who just dumps it. What's going on here? Enough of this dumping. Keandre Miller, don't you dump it. Wenberg, don't you dump it. He tries to dump it and his stick breaks. I told you. Oh my goodness. This could. Oh, it almost turned into a chance for the Panthers. Wenberg now has a stick. Oh, rebound. And this is going to be a 3-on-2 for the Panthers. Lindell, shot, and they score! Anton Lindell puts it on. I don't know if Tarasenko got a piece of it. Carry it in. Good things happen, baby. 9:38 to go in the third period. Looks like it's going to be Lindell's goal, and the Panthers take the 2-1 lead late in Game 5. Lindell carries it, shot. No, I think he beat Shesterkin clean. Yeah, Tarasenko might have taken away Shesterkin's eyes. Rangers are going to hope that it's offside. I don't think it is. Big Selly on the Panthers bench, and why not? They lead Game 5 by a score of 2-1 with less than half a period to play. Oh, baby. Can the Panthers hold on to this lead, or do we get our fourth straight overtime? Here come the Rangers. Gustafsson on! Oh, just missed the tip. Where's that one? That is kicked out by Bobrovsky. 9:12 to go in the third period. Well, what do we think? Here's a poll question. Will the final score be 2-1? Yes or no? That's it. Yeah, producer Drew goes, I'm not a betting man, and then quickly corrected himself because he definitely is. The live odds are Florida's minus 900, which is wild. The Rangers are plus 550. Odds according to who? Plus 600. See, should I say who it is? Because they're not paying us money. So, was that? Oh, it's Vegas that controls it. It's usually the same on most sites. I mean, they're only down 1 goal. That's a $2 Steve sprinkle. Drew, have you ever placed a $2 bet? Like a 10-leg parlay? No, you're too rich for my blood. Too rich for my blood. Nothing gets your heart beating like betting on 3 a.m. hockey. That's funny. I accidentally made a roulette spin once online. Like I didn't mean to. And it was an amount of money that made me nauseous. Like I didn't mean to click it. I won. And then I went to bed. I went to bed. Bobrovsky covers it up. Ekblad takes down the Ranger that was poking at it. Who was that? Kreider. Of course it was. The Rangers' only goal scorer. And that might have to change if the Rangers want to stay in this game. Or Kreider could score twice. 1,600 of you in here. Let's get that over 800 likes. Panthers win a draw in their own end. Under 9 minutes to go here in the third period. Fox just keeps slapping at it. The Panthers transition game is so good. Verhaeghe drives wide. Didn't quite have the runway to drive to the middle. Barkov creating havoc behind the net, though. Ekblad around. And man, the Panthers, when they're in lockdown mode, they just make the neutral zone a nightmare. It's difficult to see how New York gets back into this one. I'm sure they could. It's the Final Four. But it's not looking good. Bennett going at it with Gustafson. Rangers come up with it. Flub pass back on the Panthers stick. And just like that, a minute's off the clock. You know what I mean? 8 minutes to go. Like the Panthers really, really know how to kill time. Lindgren on. No rebound. Bobrovsky steers it wide. Behind the Panthers net, no Ranger in sight. Oh, Kreider changes that. Very interested to see how Laviolette manages the bench here. I mean, Heedle's already come off that top line. 7:30 to go. Trouba up to Keandre Miller. It's funny. Miller has taken 2 penalties, which is obviously bad. Outside of those penalties, I actually think he's had a decent night. Oh, boy. Lusterinen. Trouba. Oh, takes a big run at him. Gets a piece of him, too. Kako. Just chips it out. Rangers get a change. 7 minutes to go. Rangers still down 1. Kulikov goes deep in the Ranger zone. Gustafson, I imagine he's going to get a decent chunk of ice. Rangers trying to avoid too many men. That would be a crazy time to take that penalty. The best time to take that penalty? Never. Just simply don't do it. Miller dumps it before going for a change. 6:30. Do you see how the 30-second chunks tick away? Fox on! Oh, there was a rebound! Rangers weren't able to take advantage of it. And here come the Panthers 2-on-2. It quickly becomes a 1-on-4 because they go for a line change. Eric Gustafson behind his own net being chased by Sam Reinhart. Kako, who's already back out there, picked off. Here comes Barkov with speed. He's got space. Stop it, Shesterkin. There's a rebound. Oh, it's driven wide. Trouba kicks the puck. Panthers still have it. Oh, Reinhart robbed by Shesterkin. Keeps the Rangers alive with under 6 minutes to go in this hockey game. That was unreal. For Hagee to Reinhart, and ooh, looky what I found from Igor Shesterkin. What a save in this game. Woo, Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, gosh darn it. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. We are late here in Game 5 between the Panthers and Rangers. Rangers have been pressing, but the Panthers have the 2-1 lead. Joe said, I have a hour and a half drive to work every morning. Listening to you guys keeps me sane. Thank you. You rock. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, the worst part of that story is you're going to find out that he actually lives and works in Toronto, and he just lives 8 blocks away from work. Driving in Toronto sucks. I've done a fair amount of it this week. And it is, but it's not as bad as it was before COVID. Before COVID was insane. It's still not very good, but before COVID was absolutely nuts. There are not many things I miss about COVID. In fact, there's almost nothing. Almost. Driving on the highway was sick. Driving on the highway was awesome. Problem was I didn't really have anywhere to go. So that was a bummer. Nafi says Rangers suck. Jamal says let's go Cats. Ty Smith says walk then. Don't ruin my joke. The implication is it would be faster to walk. Don't ruin my joke. Vlad says love the Don Valley. You know, the DVP sucks, but it moves. It moves slowly, but it moves. If you're in a traffic jam on the 401, you're dead. You're dead. You're stuck. .545 to go. Barclay Goodrow, wouldn't that be incredible? Fires it, and it's chipped out of bounds. We'll get a face-off. Wow, great point from Drew. So the Panthers will have gone through Vasilevsky. Who'd they play last round? Swayman, Shesterkin, and then they could get, well, no disrespect to Stuart Skinner, they could get Jake Ottinger in the Cup Final. That would be the craziest quartet of goalies I can remember a team ever having to go through. Face off in the Panther zone, Reinhart. Scrambled draw. Rangers keep it alive. Trocheck skating after it, and he gets to it first. Panarin being hounded by Ekblad. The Rangers lose the zone. Under 5:30 to go here. They have 23 shots on goal. They're going to need a lot more than that to solve the Bobster, who has never once been called that ever in his life. As it left my lips, I'm like, the Bobster, Steven? Don't like that. Adam Fox. He's got to have a bigger series. Let's see what he can do. Ekblad going at it with Trocheck a little bit there. Panthers airmail it. They put it in the Rangers' corner. Bennett hard on the forecheck. God, he's been incredible for the Panthers. Puck goes out of play in the Rangers' zone. 4:42 to go in the third period. Will the Panthers take a 3-2 lead in this series back home, or will the Rangers blow the roof off of Madison Square Garden? Ooh. Braden Schneider. Out there with Keandre Miller. Whoa, puts it off the glass. No ice. Wow, the puck just died. That was great from Keandre Miller. Unfortunately, it led to nothing, but it was a really good play. Miller now with it. Gain center. Chips it. Oh, great keep from Zibanejad. Rips it around. 4:10 to go in the third period here. Kreider to the point for Schneider. Around the net. Brad DeCara says hashtag Bobster. The Bobster makes a save there. Kreider to the point. Can they beat the Bobster? Keandre Miller doing a great job walking the line. Trades places with Schneider. Schneider can't get it to Kreider. And here come the Panthers. This might be a breakaway. Oh! Luostarinen tries the poke on Shesterkin. It doesn't work. 3:37 to go in the third period. Cooley getting a late shift here. Oh, here come the Rangers. Shot! Stopped by the glove of Bobrovsky. Kakko throwing it around. Throwing it on. Behind the net now. Wenberg in there. Got the game-winning goal at Madison Square Garden last time they were in this building. 3:12 to go. Verhaeghe shoots it on Shesterkin. He's stopped. Fox loses his stick. Panthers pressing on offense now. Kulikov blocked. Rangers can't counter. Under 3 minutes to go now. Panthers content to take as much time as possible in their own end. When do they pull Shesterkin? Trouba around. Hedl has not been enough of a factor in this game. Oh, thrown on net, stopped by Bobrovsky. Very interesting call for Peter Laviolette to make here. 2:36 to go in the third period. Offensive zone draw. Do you pull Shesterkin now? Oh. Yeah, Drew's saying I think you wait. That's surprising for someone who had Patrick Waugh coach their team. The Rangers don't have McKinnon. That's true. They just have a bunch of guys who are paid like McKinnon. Oh, they're pulling him. Wow. Shesterkin to the bench. 6 attackers on the ice for the Rangers. Trocheck versus Barkov on the face-off. Rangers win it, and they hold the line. Zibanejad at the point. Fox. Panarin. Oh! Again, overpassing. There's 11 skaters on the ice, guys. Overpassing. Shoot it. Zibanejad with it. 2:10 to go in the third. Lafreniere throws it around. Puck eludes the Rangers. Panthers are probably going to get it out here. They do. Oh, playing with fire. Zibanejad looked like he was high stick. No call. And Sam Bennett scores on the empty net. Oh, baby. Let's get a look at this replay. 1:52 to go in the third period. That might ice the thing. Yo, that's a cool hat. That's a really cool hat. Zibanejad, I didn't see. Was he elbowed? Is he saying he was elbowed? You know what? Like, he got a little bop, but like, you can't give up on that play. Oh, you can't give up on that play. You know what? You don't have to think Bennett is a clean player because he's not. But you call a penalty there? I don't think so. Don't make me come to Sam Bennett's defense, for the love of God. Timeout, New York Rangers. And, you know, we saw this in game 1. They all looked like someone killed their dog. Like, I know it's bad. You shouldn't be happy about what just happened. Where's the belief? Where's the anything? Where's the let's go? Where's the... If you don't believe you can still win this game, just get off the ice. Like, listen, being down 2 goals with less than 2 minutes to go is not ideal. Natalie Drake says, big thanks for talking Red Dead Redemption with me yesterday. It absolutely made my day. Also, boo Sam Bennett. I agree. Rangers can't get the puck. Icing call. I imagine they pull Shesterkin again here. Yeah, he's leaving the net. Like Gary Galley sounds more determined than the Rangers do. He's like, oh, lots of time left. All right, who's out there? Zibanejad, Kreider, Panarin. There's a lot of guys who have had terrible series who need to be big here. Zibanejad puts it on. It goes wide. Up and over the Panthers' net. Zibanejad heaves it in. The Panthers just always seem to be in the right spot. Always seem to be in the right spot. 90 seconds to go in the third period. Panthers down up 2. Rangers down 2. Puck down the ice. Panarin being hounded by Barkov. Here come the Rangers. Lafreniere gains the line. Again, they're just dumping it, ringing it around. Oh, Fox. Dude, you got to shoot that. You're down 2. Puts it on. Up and over. Rangers keep it alive. Oh! In front for Trocheck. Shot on! And the Rangers get one! They get one! I think that went off of Lafreniere. And under 50 seconds to go, the Rangers are within 1. And this is very interesting. Because the Rangers are within 1, but they don't have a timeout left. So do you go back to the same crew or not? I think this would be a great time for Shesterkin to have an equipment issue. What happened here? Kreider couldn't get it to Trocheck, but a happy accident brings it back to Zibanejad. Lafreniere was in front. It goes off his skate. The Panthers are probably going to look at it for a kick. No, they don't. It wouldn't have been a kick anyway. Rangers win the faceoff at center ice. And they ice it. Oh, that's a costly mistake. Why would you do that? Who was that? Boy, that's a costly error. You did not need to do that. Ronnie, we'll have to get to that one after the game. Oh. 42.3 seconds to go. Rangers within 1 all of a sudden. 8th of the playoffs for Lafreniere. God, he's been so good. He's been great in the series, too. And an assist from Zibanejad. Trocheck with one of the most important faceoffs of the season for the Rangers, and he wins it. Shesterkin has got a race to the bench. Panthers don't pressure the Rangers as much as I thought. Kreider speeds to that puck behind the net, is not able to get it in front. Rangers not able to hold the line. 21 seconds to go. Zibanejad with the puck in the Rangers' end. Advances it well up the ice. It's chipped in. Oh, boy. Now you're in a puck battle with the Panthers. This is a difficult one. I don't know if that was the move. Panthers killing the clock here. Under 5 seconds to go. That was not the move. The Panthers kill it, and this game is over. The Florida Panthers win Game 5 by a final score of 3-2, and Sam Bennett is having a great old time. Scored the game winner, going at it with Panarin. And now this series goes back to Florida, where each team has won, but oh boy, did the Panthers run the Rangers show in both those games. Oh boy. Yeah, dude. Just the Rangers with a couple. I mean, they get the goal. It was great. Hey, we got a game. And then they ice the puck immediately. Dumb. They chip the puck in to a board battle, which the Florida Panthers will gladly take to kill the clock. Dumb. Florida. Oh, boy. Boy, boy, boy. If I'm putting money on game 6, it ain't on blue. Yeah, producer Drew's like, what game have they been the best team in? None? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. 2? Maybe 2? That was overtime as well. Probably none. Answer is probably none. Ty Smith, no overtime. You happy, Drew? Yeah, but he would have been happy with a Rangers tie. It would have been exciting. I mean, that's the dichotomy, if you will, of working in sports. You cheer for entertainment, but entertainment means more work. I was low-key like, I wanted to go to overtime. Screw it. I'm sitting here. Why not? Ronnie Rosado, now I can get to your question. Draisaitl to the the Draisaitl to the Sharks conversation. As a Panthers fan, there was a laundry list of unholy things I would do to have him on a line with Barkov and Carter. I assume you mean Carter Verhaeghe. Well, there's zero chance the Panthers can get Draisaitl. What a psychotic sentence. There's a 0% chance they can get Draisaitl and keep Reinhart. Like, there's no way. Now, you happily take that trade. We lose Reinhart. We get Draisaitl. Like, of course you cheer for that. But like, it sounds like Reinhardt's going to sign like $9 million. It's going to be some obnoxiously low number. And Draisaitl, that dude might make 13 mil. Theo Harris, will the Rangers still be good next season? Don't do that. Don't do that. They are still in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Don't do that. They could easily do what the Washington Capitals did to Tampa in the Eastern Conference Final 2018. What happened then? Glad you asked. Braden Holtby got back-to-back shutouts. Your goalie's Igor Shesterkin. Also, yeah, I think they're going to be good next year. I don't think they're going to win the President's Trophy. I do think they're going to be good, though. Producer Drew, what do you want to do? What do you think? You know what? What do the Rangers need to do in Game 6? Oh, boy. They've got to get better at moving the puck up the ice. They've just got to make better decisions, man. Like, the icings, the too many trips to the box. That being said about too many trips to the box, I think you accept that not everything is going to get called in Game 6 and 7. So you'd be a little rattier. I would take Rempe out of the lineup. You didn't use him. I would go with the fastest possible lineup, the most offensive possible lineup. You haven't generated enough shots. You haven't generated enough shots for 2 rounds now. You didn't generate enough. Well, you obviously generated enough, but you didn't generate very much against Carolina. And it was cute when you were getting outplayed every game and you had the 2-1 series lead. Now Florida is a game away from their second straight Stanley Cup final, which doesn't matter to you because you're the New York Rangers. But they're a game away from eliminating you. You don't want this to be your last game at Madison Square Garden. Ice your fastest lineup. Get Blake Wheeler in there. Get Rempe out. You're not using him anyway. Move the puck. You got to find a way to get past that wall, that iron curtain that the Florida Panthers have in the neutral zone. That's a good question from Drew. If you lose in game 6, are you happy with your progress making the East final? Yeah, they got ousted in round 1. When did they play Tampa in the conference final? Was that 2022? Yeah, it was. So with excluding that blip against the Devils last year, which is just a series you shouldn't have friggin' lost. That's 2 conference final appearances in 3 years. It's hard to be upset with the season, right? Like, you won the President's Trophy and you got to the Final Four. What's interesting with the Rangers is you be happy with the team as a whole, but I think you look at the season Panarin had, and then you look at the playoffs he's having, and you go, where the hell did everything go? There's a few guys who have pulled a disappearing act. And they got to optimize their depth in game 6 and 7. The Leafs, I mean, they lost. But they took Reeves out because it's like, all right, like the abuse factor, the toughness factor, the intimidation factor. It's game 6 and 7. Like, it's you need your best lineup, your best legs out there on the ice. I don't think Rempe's out there. Wheeler for the offense, and Cooley had his legs going. You got to go with your most offensive lineup. Ooh. Comment in the chat. Rangers are 6-6 since sweeping the Capitals. When did they sweep the Capitals? Oh, you mean this year? Oh. They won 4 against Carolina and 2 against Florida. But Carolina only beat them twice. Yeah, that comment's wrong. The Rangers are 6-5, which is mid. Well, how about this? The Rangers are 3-5 since going up 3-0 on Carolina. There you go. There it is. So the Rangers have a losing record in their last 8 games, and they're still in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's what we talk about. And this, Donnie, are you excited to see Keefe? Or are you excited Keefe gets to coach in the real NHL? Yeah. All this, pesky attention and marketability and all that. Good for him. That clip is going bananas for us on socials and on YouTube. I just can't believe anyone would say it. It's crazy. Let's wrap it up. We got a brand new Steve Dangle podcast tomorrow. I think the brand new Oh yeah. We did a live episode yesterday of Boston Pizza. That is up today. Drew, can you see if the STP VIP is up on the back end? Yeah, because I want to know if that's going up at midnight. I think it is. It's not. That's odd. Maybe it's going up before the weekend. Or maybe Jesse forgot. No, more likely it's going up tomorrow. When our other podcast goes up tomorrow. Lots of content. So much content. For now, that is it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Saturday is game 6. The Rangers have a chance to push it to 7, or the Florida Panthers could go to their 2nd consecutive Stanley Cup Final.